The Young and the Restless spoilers. Friday's full, the 17th of July, 2026. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday, and what a wildly emotional, chaotic day it is in Genoa City. I hope you've got your coffee or tea ready because I have so many thoughts, and we have a massive amount of drama to unpack together. I cannot even begin to explain how furious I am with Victor Newman right now. I am literally sitting here typing this late at night, just shaking my head at my screen because I am so incredibly frustrated with this man. I mean, we all know Victor is ruthless, right? We all know he plays dirty. But what he is doing to Sally Spectre right now is just on another level of cruel, even for him. He has officially launched this brutal, completely uncalled for attack on Spectre Charles communication. And I just want to scream at my television. Because let's just look at the facts here and remember what happened literally yesterday. On Wednesday, July 15, Adam and Chelsea actually went to Victor. They stood in front of the mustache, swallowed their pride, and literally begged him to back off. They pleaded with him to drop this obsessive need to snatch Newman Media back from Sally's company. Adam, who has been trying so hard to be a better person lately, told his father that he and Chelsea were perfectly willing to just build Newman Media from scratch. They didn't need to steal it back. They didn't need to destroy Sally to get ahead. And why did they do this? Because Sally is pregnant. Adam and Chelsea, despite all their messy, toxic history, actually showed some basic human decency because they know Sally needs a stress-free pregnancy. But Victor doesn't care. Victor looked his own son in the eye and basically said, "Nope, I'm going to destroy her anyway. I am just so disgusted." I've been watching this show since 2015, and I have seen Victor do some truly heinous things to his family's significant others. But this feels so entirely personal and vindictive. So now, Victor is playing dirty. He is unleashing the full power of his corporate empire to crush Spectre Charles. And who is caught in the crossfire? Sally. Poor, traumatized, exhausted Sally. Am I the only one who feels like the writers just refuse to let this woman have 5 minutes of peace? She finally gets her business off the ground. She finally has this massive win with Spectre Charles, and Victor just has to swoop in like a vulture to tear it all down. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about the real issue here. The pregnancy. Sally is pregnant, and we all know her horrific history with pregnancies. Do we not remember the absolute tragedy of losing baby Ava? Do we not remember just a few months ago in April when she was in that horrific car crash after Billy and Jill cornered her with their toxic paternity doubts? Sally's body and her mind have been through literal hell and back. She suffers from so much trauma and guilt, and now she is supposed to just handle Victor Newman actively trying to bankrupt her? I mean, the stress alone could cause a medical emergency. Does Victor even care that he could be endangering a pregnant woman? Of course not. Because in Victor's world, business always comes before human lives, unless your last name is Newman. I know some people are loving this ruthless classic Victor era, but personally, I am just sick to my stomach over it. Sally and Audra built that company. They worked their butts off. And Victor just wants to snap his fingers and take it. It is infuriating. But honestly, Victor isn't even the only Newman causing me massive anxiety right now. Can we talk about Nick? Because I am so stressed out about Nick Newman that I can barely sleep. The spoilers for today's episode show that Nick's recovery is seriously faltering, and Nikki is absolutely terrified that he is going to relapse. And honestly, I am terrified too. Remember when Matt Clark literally kidnapped Nick in Las Vegas? Remember that horrific warehouse? Matt drugged him out of his mind, pumping him full of fentanyl and cocaine just to torture him and Adam. Nick didn't choose to become an addict. It was forced on him through literal torture. He almost died in that car crash. He was writhing on the floor, fighting for his life. And ever since then, he has been trying to hold it together, but recovery is not a straight line. So, of course, Nick is struggling. He is dealing with massive PTSD, he is dealing with the physical cravings, and he is trying to pretend like he is the strong, invincible Newman Golden Boy. But he's not invincible. We are seeing him isolate himself, we are seeing the mood swings, and it is just heartbreaking to watch. You can see the pain in his eyes every single time he is on screen, and it just makes me want to reach through the screen and give him a hug. And Nikki's radar is going off, and it is absolutely breaking my heart to watch her. Watch him. Nikki knows addiction. She has battled the bottle for decades. She knows what the spiral looks like before it even happens. She can see the signs in Nick that everyone else is missing. When she was talking about her fears today, you could hear the sheer panic in her voice. As a mother, watching your child fight the same demons you fought, I can't even imagine the agony she is in right now. I swear, if the writers make Nick fully relapse and go on some dark drug bender just for shock value, I am going to be so mad. We have seen enough trauma for Nick this year. Let the man heal. But knowing Y&R, they are going to drag him right to the edge of the cliff before anyone actually steps in to save him. I just hope Sharon or Adam can get through to him before he does something he can't undo. Okay, back to the point. Deep breath. Let me calm down for a second, because I need to talk about the scenes that actually made me bawl my eyes out today. The memorial for Cole Howard. It has been exactly 1 year. 1 full year since Cole died, and I still can't believe he's gone. Victoria and Claire spending the day honoring him was just the most beautiful, devastating thing I have watched in a long time. Victoria has so much history with Cole. He was such a huge part of her past, and to see her reflecting on their journey, it just hit me right in the chest. They showed these flashbacks of Cole in Genoa City, and the memories were just so bittersweet. It was this perfect mix of sweet nostalgia and agonizing heartbreak. But Claire, oh my God, Claire is the one who really broke me today. Claire was robbed. She was absolutely robbed of a lifetime with her father. She spent her entire life thinking she was an orphan, dealing with all that trauma, and then she finally finds her real parents. She finally gets to know Cole, she finally gets to feel a father's love, and then he is just ripped away from her after such a short time. It is so incredibly unfair. When Claire was talking about how grateful she was just to have known him, even for a little while, I was literally sobbing. You can see how much she cherishes those few memories they made together, but you can also see the massive hole he left in her heart. She is trying so hard to be strong, to be grateful for the truth about her parents, but the grief is just so heavy. I know some people are totally tuning out the emotional family stuff because they only care about the corporate boardroom wars, but personally, these quiet, devastating moments of grief are exactly why I watch this show. The way the actors portrayed that lingering, heavy sorrow was just award-worthy. It felt so real, so raw, like anyone who has ever lost a parent could relate to exactly what Claire was feeling in that room. It is just wild to me how this show can give us the absolute worst of humanity with Victor Newman trying to destroy a pregnant woman's life in one scene, and then turn around and give us the most beautiful, tender tribute to a lost father in the next scene. The whiplash is real, you guys. The Newman family is just a complete mess right now. You have Victor destroying the living, Victoria and Claire mourning the dead, and Nick caught somewhere in the middle, fighting for his own sanity. I just need Sally to be okay. I need Nick to stay sober. And I need someone, anyone, to put Victor in his place because I am so tired of him winning every single time he plays dirty. Am I crazy for thinking this? Let me know if you guys are as stressed out about Sally and Nick as I am, because I seriously need a support group after today's episode.